Welcome back to another story time with Mrs. Gomez. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, in honor of Dia de los Muertos, which is celebrated in many Latin American countries from October 31st to November 2nd, I have chosen the story Dia de los Muertos. It is written by Roseanne Greenfield Thong and illustrated by Carlos Ballesteros. Sit back and enjoy. It's Dia de los Muertos. The sun's coming round as niños prepare in each pueblo and town. For today we will honor our dearly departed with celebraciones. It's time to get started. At home we've adorned our altares with care. They're heaped with recuerdos and good things to share. Sweet calaveras, so sugary white, they give toothy smiles, but never a fright. A black and white photo of Grandpa Padilla, who's riding on horseback just like Pancho Villa. And toys for remembering small angelitos. A train and a dollhouse are both favoritos. Then off to the graveyard we head with ofrendas and colorful blankets to make meriendas. We carry incencio and velas to burn that will guide spirits back for their yearly return. And bursts of calendulas, fragrant and bright, the color of sunsets and gold candlelight. A path of pétalos will help lead our guest to pillows and blankets for taking a rest. Above we hang streamers of papel picado that wave in the breeze like a rainbow pintado. We giggle at paper-cut banners we like, esqueletos riding a horse cart or bike. We share in the foods that our guests love to eat. Fresh fruit and tamales, a holiday treat. And clay pots of grandmother's fresh chicken stew with mugs of atole, a chocolatey brew. But everyone's favorite is sugary bread called pan de muerto with bones of the dead. That offers our travelers a much-needed snack from the weary viaje that brought them all back. Then after our lunch comes the part we love most, putting on makeup to dress like a ghost. In veils and costumes we join the parade. Although we wear huesos, no one is afraid. Gilberto has scars and a special corona. Annabelle looks like the real La Llorona. Joaquin's snow-white barba sweeps down to the floor, while Luz looks like someone we've all seen before. And just as the marigold clouds end the day, dancers and músicos come out to play. They wear special shells, they go clickety-clack to wake up espíritus, calling them back. As candle flames glisten, our smiles are bright. Our ancestors know we are with them tonight. They return to their world without sadness or fear, knowing they'll stay in our hearts till next year. And that is the story of Dia de los Muertos. And a little bit about Dia de los Muertos here in the book. I'll read you a little bit. Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, is celebrated on November 1st or 2nd in Mexico and other Latin American countries and communities. It is a day to remember and honor the dead and welcome their spirits home for a night. The emphasis of this day is on the joy of life rather than the sadness of death. Some families build home altars, while others visit cemeteries to hold picnics and spend time with departed souls. And some of the home altars that you might have seen are decorated with photos or flowers or candles or some of the things that the deceased really loved, some of their favorite prized possessions. And then, of course, the sugar skulls are a big part of Dia de los Muertos. And so these are some of the things that families in Mexico and Latin American countries celebrate. And even here in the United States, some still celebrate that. So now that you've learned a little bit more about Dia de los Muertos, I hope that you enjoyed that story and found a little humor, but also you learned something new. All right, until next time, thank you so much for joining me with Storytime with Mrs. Gomez. See you next week.